Hey everybody, out here on the road, heading off to a ball game. Spring makes my heart leap when it comes to baseball. During those winter months, I feel very much in the doldrums. Kind of want to just pull the sod over my head, just kind of wait for the good old days to come back. I love baseball. Baseball is the ritual. It's a daily thing. Winning, losing, up, down. You might be down one day, but you're up the next day. Sort of like the kind of fare we bring on our show. Sometimes you get some pretty doggy films. Sometimes you get some real stellar films. Sometimes, well, you never know what you get. It's an up and down thing. And I'm hoping you made our show a little bit of a ritual in and of itself. That you guys kind of show up right there with your popcorn, 8 o'clock, ready to watch some good fare. Got a really good film for you tonight. British Intelligence. You know, I kind of pulled this out and I was reading a little bit about it. It's one of those spy films, and I'm not a big fan of spy films. Now, Hitchcock can do a good job on spy films. This isn't a Hitchcock film. However, it does have some elements of what made Hitchcock films work so well, and that is he was able to make you sort of suspend your disbelief and kind of drug you along so that you couldn't really tell what was going on, who's who, and, well, who's on first and what's on second. Kind of fits our theme for the day. Now, British Intelligence was directed by Terry Morse. Now, you know Terry Morse. We brought you a couple of his films. Well, Fog Island. Remember Fog Island with George Zucco in it? And he also did the American version of the Godzilla film, the original Godzilla film. Wish we could bring that to you. So Terry Morse, he does a good job on that spy thriller. It comes out of a Warner Brothers. It was produced by a guy who really kind of took over the B production of Warner Brothers, Brian Foy. He was one of the Foy boys. And he kind of took it upon himself to sort of produce a lot of the B productions that was coming out of Warner Brothers. This is very much a propaganda film, 1940. Deals with some shenanigans in a big home where, well, it seems that big plans are made by the Allies, and it seems that the Germans keep finding out what's going on and all the plans and things like that. So you have all these planted spies trying to figure out, well, who is the spy, double spy, counter spy, triple spy, you name it, okay? And they've got it all going on there. Boris Karloff plays in this film because of a guy named Valdar, and keep an eye on him. He's a very interesting guy. He plays a servant in this British household, and he does a really nice job in this, kind of playing a variety of different kinds of roles in this character. I'll tell you, this film sort of got me going. It's kind of easy to get me going sometimes on films like this, because I really don't necessarily pay attention sometimes to who's who and all that stuff sometimes. So in this film, it really had me bamboozled. I couldn't tell who the master spy was, who to trust. When they kind of pulled the rug out from underneath of one guy, so you think, oh, I got this figured out. Wham, it turns out to be something else. And it just had me going throughout the whole thing, and I really enjoyed that. Margaret Lindsay plays another spy in this film, and you want to keep an eye on her too, and her sort of soft shoe dance that she does with the Boris Karloff figure as Valdar. Kind of fun. I really enjoyed it. I'll tell you, I sat down, I was thinking, hey, here's one of those fast-forward theater type of things. Nope, couldn't do it. You don't want to fast-forward through any of this because you'll miss any of the little tidbits and the little switches back and forth of who is on the Allied side, who is on the German side. Really enjoyed this film. I think you're going to have fun with it. It was shot by Sid Hitchcock. Sid Hitchcock did a lot of films for Warner Brothers, worked for Howard Hawks. Did The Big Sleep, To Have and to Have Not. So he was a regular Warner Brothers cinematographer. Film has a nice, sharp look. The film also, being a propaganda film, watch out for the hole, okay, does a really nice job. Looks like we got a train going on up here, with the propaganda angle. And at the end of the film, you get one of those real typical gung-ho, let's go get them, watch out, bad guys are around the corner type of thing, and we're fighting for humanity,
Starship Troopers.
So, well, sort of like Starship Troopers, I'm guessing. But more like Barricade. I remember a film, Barricade, with Henry Fonda in it, where at the end he walks up in front of the camera, this big close-up, and gives this impassioned speech about, oh, you gotta fight for the big guys, watch out, in the Spanish Civil War and all this stuff. Well, you kind of get this at the end, too, where the guy kind of pops up and gives this great impassioned speech by this window. And he's not really worried whether he's looking like he's trying to sell you a bill of goods. He is trying to sell you a bill of goods. Well, we're not trying to sell you a bill of goods. We're just trying to find a ballpark here so that we can watch us a little ball game today. We kind of took off on a lark. Cubs weren't doing so good on the radio there, so we decided to go somewhere where we could find maybe a good Sandlot game, maybe go to a Colonels game, see what's going on, and get ourselves baseballed up. I love baseball. Even got my helmet here. Don't want to get hit on the head with a foul ball, okay? Because I'm usually talking and palavering with people and maybe not paying attention on the game as much as I should. So I wear this little helmet here, and if I get hit with this, that's okay. You can see it's got a few dings in it already where I've kind of gotten beamed. But I'm no less for the tear of wear. I'm still okay. Might not have a lot of film intelligence, but you're going to see British intelligence. 1940, Terry Morse, Warner Brothers, nice propaganda film. Boris Karloff eating up the scenery. Got a great name, Valdar. Got a name like Valdar. Whoop, there goes my helmet. Got a name like Valdar, you know, you got to think you're going to have a great film. Let's roll 'em, Smokey. I wonder where that diamond is. Is it up that way?